Great morning, holy brothers and sisters! It is the first of Av. Happy Rosh Chodesh. And in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, today's lesson will be called Predatory Professors. This revelation of God's will, that everything happens only because God wills it, comes about through the festivals. This is because each of the holy festivals proclaims, announces, and reveals God's will, namely that it is God's will alone that directs all things, and that the laws of nature govern nothing at all. For on each and every one of the festivals, God performed awesome wonders for us that directly contradict the laws of nature. At Pesach, the exodus from Egypt occurred, when God brought us out of Egypt amidst awesome wonders. On Shavuot, the giving of the Torah took place, when God gave us the Torah amidst awesome wonders. On Sukkot, we recall the clouds of glory that surrounded the Jews in the desert, and all these awesome signs and wonders that God did for us on each one of these three festivals reveal that everything occurs exclusively through God's will, and that the natural forces really determine nothing at all. But a person must carefully incline his ear and his heart so as to hear the sound of this holy proclamation, and then he'll be worthy of rejoicing on the festivals. For each person commensurate with how well he hears in his heart the proclamation of the festivals, namely that everything occurs exclusively through God's will, thereby merits to experience the joy of the festivals. When we recognize that God is continuously running the show, our lives become filled with so much more happiness and true simcha and joy. Then there is no sadness, depression, or worry when we have real emunah. There exist dangerous predatory animals. These are the professors and proponents of the theories of natural determinism who wish to demonstrate with their flawed wisdom that everything occurs according to the laws of nature. God forbid. These animals have preyed upon and devoured many of our people. For many Jewish souls have sunken in this heresy, may God save us, and these souls are like birds caught in a snare. Therefore, anyone who has pity on his soul must flee and escape from these animals, so that his soul should not be rent and devoured by them, God forbid. For the onslaught of these animals is very powerful indeed, and the noise of their roaring rises up and drowns out the call of the festivals, which proclaims, shouts, and reveals God's will. Therefore, God forbid that anyone should look at all at these books that enter into philosophical or scientific inquiries of the sort. This includes even those books composed by the great men of Israel, because there is no greater evil than this. Jews always promote knowledge-seeking and asking questions, but one must be very well rooted in learning to be protected from the twistings of truth that others portray in their evil falsehoods. When the elders of the generation lack perfection, these theories of natural determinism thereby gain power, God forbid. The explanation for this is that each person must add on additional holiness and knowledge of God with each additional day of his life, and each successive day must radiate more than the last with holiness and knowledge of God. Only a person who does this can truly be called a holy elder. But when a person blemishes the days of his life and he does not add on holiness and knowledge each day, even though he is growing older, he is not called an elder at all. To the contrary, he is said to be short-lived. And when the holy knowledge of these elders fall, the theories of natural determinism then leach vitality from them, and they grow more influential in the world, God forbid. We can never be complacent in life. Every day brings forth new opportunities for growth and further spiritual development. Keep looking for new ways to do better and what else we can improve. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.